92% of people who try to change their lives quit within 60 days. Not because change is impossible, because they're trying to change everything at once. You've probably done this yourself. January 1st rolls around, you decide this is your year. You're going to work out every day, eat perfectly, read more, wake up early, learn a new skill. By February, you're back to your old habits, wondering why willpower never seems to stick. Here's what nobody tells you about transformation. The people who actually change their lives, who lose the weight, build a business, develop unshakable discipline, they don't rely on massive, dramatic shifts. They rely on something so small it seems almost ridiculous. James Clear figured this out, and what he discovered about human behavior will completely change how you think about progress. By the end of this video, you'll understand why tiny, daily actions are more powerful than any motivational speech, and exactly how to use them to reshape your entire life. And if this is the kind of content you want more of, if this video helped you see how small habits shape big outcomes, hit that subscribe button for more lessons on discipline, psychology, and human behavior. I've got links below for Atomic Habits, including the book and a free audiobook trial. Small habits look harmless, but they quietly decide your future. Number 1, why your brain sabotages big changes. Your brain burns about 20% of your body's total energy, more than your heart, your liver, your kidneys combined. So here's what happens. You try to implement massive changes and your brain treats it like a threat. It's literally trying to conserve energy to keep you alive. This is why going from 0 workouts to 7 workouts a week feels impossible after 3 days. Your brain isn't being lazy, it's being efficient. It wants you to stick with familiar patterns because familiar patterns require less energy. But here's where it gets wild. Your brain can't tell the difference between a big change and a small one for building neural pathways. Whether you do 1 push-up or 50 push-ups, the same neurological process kicks in. You're still reinforcing the identity of someone who exercises. Clear calls this the 1% rule. If you get 1% better every day for 1 year, you'll be 37 times better by the end. 1% worse every day for 1 year, and you'll decline nearly to 0. The math is brutal and beautiful. That means if you're currently reading 0 books per year, reading just 10 pages a day puts you at roughly 15 books by December. 10 pages? That's maybe 15 minutes of your day. But your identity shifts from I'm not a reader to I'm someone who reads daily. Number 2, the compound interest of self-improvement. Most people think habits are about what you do. Clear discovered they're actually about who you become. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to be. Miss 1 vote, no big deal. But miss enough votes, and you've elected a different person entirely. Here's where most people screw this up. They focus on outcomes instead of identity. They say, I want to lose 20 pounds, instead of, I want to become someone who takes care of their health. They say, I want to write a book, instead of, I want to become a writer. Focus on outcomes, and you're essentially saying, I'll be happy when I achieve this thing. But focus on identity, and every small action becomes proof that you're already becoming that person. You don't write because you're a writer. You're a writer because you write. The data backs this up. Studies show that people who identify as exercisers are 68% more likely to work out regularly than people who just have fitness goals. People who see themselves as healthy eaters consume 43% more vegetables than people trying to eat better. Your current habits are perfectly designed to deliver your current results. If you're not getting the results you want, you need different habits, not more motivation, not more willpower. Different systems. Number 3, why systems crush goals every single time. Goals are about the results you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. Clear argues that you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Think about it this way. Every Olympic athlete has the goal of winning gold, but the ones who actually win aren't the ones with the biggest goals. They're the ones with the best daily training systems. The goal is the direction, the system is the vehicle. Here's where most people get it wrong. They set a goal to lose 30 pounds, then obsess over that number on the scale. But weight loss doesn't happen because you want it. Weight loss happens because you consistently eat in a calorie deficit, move your body regularly, and get adequate sleep. The scale becomes irrelevant if your system is solid. Focus on the system, and the goals take care of themselves. Focus on the goals without the system, and you'll be disappointed every single time. Clear breaks down effective habit systems into 4 simple rules. Make it obvious, make it attractive, Make it easy. Make it satisfying. Master these 4 laws, and you can build almost any habit you want. Number 4, the 4 laws that make habits stick. Law 1, make it obvious. Most habits fail because they're invisible. You can't build a habit you don't remember to do. Clear suggests something called implementation intention. Instead of saying, I'll exercise more, you say, I will walk for 20 minutes at 7 a.m. in my neighborhood. The specificity matters. Harvard researchers tracked people trying to build exercise habits. The group that wrote down exactly when and where they'd exercise had a 91% success rate over 2 weeks. The control group, only 35% success rate. Law 2, make it attractive. Your brain releases dopamine not just when you experience pleasure, but when you anticipate pleasure. This is called temptation bundling. You pair an action you need to do with an action you want to do. One woman Clear studied wanted to watch Netflix but knew she should exercise. So she only allowed herself to watch her favorite shows while on the treadmill. Within months, she actually looked forward to working out because her brain associated it with entertainment. Law 3. Make it easy. The best habit is the one you'll actually do. If you want to read more, don't commit to reading for an hour. Commit to reading 1 page. If you want to meditate, don't start with 20 minutes. Start with 2 minutes. Clear calls this the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. The goal isn't to read 1 page forever. The goal is to prove to yourself that you're someone who reads daily. Once that identity is established, you naturally want to read more. Law 4, make it satisfying. Human beings repeat what feels good. The problem with most good habits is that their benefits are delayed. You don't feel healthier after 1 workout. You don't feel smarter after reading 1 book, but bad habits often provide immediate satisfaction. The solution? Give yourself an immediate reward for completing good habits. Clear suggests keeping a habit tracker. Every time you complete your habit, you get to mark an X on your calendar. That tiny bit of satisfaction helps your brain want to repeat the behavior. Number 5. The Valley of Latent Potential. This might be the most important concept in the entire book. Clear calls it the Valley of Latent Potential. It's the gap between when you start building better habits and when you see meaningful results. Picture an ice cube sitting in a room that's 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing happens. You heat the room to 27 degrees, still nothing. 28 degrees, 29, 30, still nothing. 31 degrees, still a solid ice cube. Then 32 degrees. The ice begins to melt. That 1 degree didn't create all the change. All 32 degrees created the change. The previous 31 degrees weren't wasted. They were building up the potential for transformation. This is exactly how habits work. You don't see changes for weeks or months. Your weight stays the same. Your bank account stays the same. Your relationships stay the same, so you assume nothing's happening. But everything is happening beneath the surface. You're building the identity and systems that will eventually produce massive results. Clear calls breakthrough moments the result of many previous actions that build up the potential required for major change. Most people give up in the valley. They do the work for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, don't see dramatic results, and quit. They were probably closer to breakthrough than they realized. If you're not seeing results yet, that doesn't mean your habits aren't working. It means they haven't accumulated enough compound interest to produce visible change. Keep going. The valley always ends in a breakthrough if you stay consistent long enough. The truth about transformation is this: you don't change your life by changing your life. You change your life by changing your habits. Every action is a vote for who you want to become. Every day is an opportunity to start voting differently. Start impossibly small. Pick 1 habit, make it so easy you can't say no. Focus on consistency over intensity, and remember, you're not just building habits. You're building proof that you're becoming the person you want to be. If this video helped you see how small habits shape big outcomes, hit that subscribe button for more lessons on discipline, psychology, and human behavior. I've got links below for Atomic Habits, including the book and a free audiobook trial. Small habits look harmless, but they quietly decide your future.